Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? We are wood burning, for anyone wondering. This whole thing has been scorched so far. Right now, we're just kind of trying to get the background as dark as possible. Welcome in, everyone. If you guys are new, feel free to drop a sub. If not, you can always like it too. We're just a small streamer here. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments if you guys have any. How's it going, Gail? The darker we can get this background, the more we can add to the foreground and all this mixture, all that kind of stuff, the sun even, and not have it look weird. So we basically want this as dark as possible. Sorry, a couple foam bumps there. We especially want it as dark as possible right at the meeting here of the two textures. Because where these two meet, we need a big contrast. Feel free to tap that like button if you guys are hanging out. Yeah, I try to change it every stream, just to kind of give it some variety, make them look a little different from each stream. Kind of give you guys a close-up. Need to scorch a little darker in here. Sorry if it doesn't look like I'm doing tons. Right now we're just kind of color packing the background a little. I was going to do this off stream because it can be a little boring, but I kind of forgot yesterday. Let's switch over to the detail shading anyways. So we are going to switch over to a ballpoint pen bit, or stippling bit as it's called. I appreciate it. We're still working with them. I still got some stuff I want to do to them. I want to make the sun a tiny bit darker to kind of contrast. Hell yeah, I think that looks cool. Tiny bit less noticeable too, which is kind of what I want. I want the contrast, but I don't necessarily want them to be the main focus. As our creature is the main focus. What kind of varnish or resin do I use? So what I use is water-based polyacrylic. Reason I use water-based stuff is it soaks into the wood and then it'll seal more than just the top layer. And I use polyacrylic because it kind of gives it this acrylic coating, which makes it more waterproof and better than like Mod Podge or stuff like that. I'm a big fan of it. Kind of give you a good showing of this. This one's covered in it. I mean, the other one back there is too, but you can see it extra good on the dark pieces because it kind of just shines right off the canvas. Turn that down a notch. If you guys are hanging out, feel free to drop a sub, drop a like. We're at 22 people here, but only 4 likes. We gotta start bumping up that like count. Not very many chatters here today. Monday and Tuesday were blowing up, and today is slow. Yep. Wood burning is hard. It's a lot of practicing and learning how the fire works. It's not gonna necessarily work the way you think it is. The trick is to keep it moving and move quickly. Oh, Noodle, you're so nice. Thank you. We're still working on it. We got some stuff to do still. This isn't even my best piece. I definitely have better. Don't get me wrong, this guy's cool, but definitely not my best. As an artist, sometimes you just feel a little unenthusiastic about one, and this one for me. Like I like it. It's generally a good piece that I'm making, but is it one of my favorites? Probably not. I'm not even close. I have a lot of cooler pieces in my opinion. Just kind of dancing it around under here kind of gives it some depth. I used to say that word a lot, but it's very important in wood burning when you're working with all the same color. No, Noodle is the one you wanted. I mean, whatever works, man. Hey, thank you, Rewind. I just got it on some synthwave, dark synthwave radio, copyright free. Yet somehow I still get copyright claimed. We'll see. Hey, welcome in, Shrimp. I haven't had many of the regulars here today. Hey, welcome in, Red-Nosed Gauge. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Glad you found it as well. Oh, that's funny. I go by red just because I got red ass hair. No worries. I appreciate you stopping in, Rumpelstiltskin. What is it based off of? I don't know. He's a little test tube spider. He's a little mad scientist got to him and put his eyes in a jar, and now we got a little spider walking around in the jar. How's it going, Ruan? Hey, I appreciate that. So it's kind of just a lighter texture. It's a bit lighter in here than the rest of it. Um, I may go back in there and add a little bit more, but we're just kind of we start with the darkest layer and then we go darker and then we go darker. There's a lot to it. So right now I'm kind of color packing the background, trying to make it darker down here so we can add more detail up here, and not have it look weird. Like we want some shading in between the legs here to kind of give it some shadows. Our light source is behind us, so we gotta shadow in a lot of this foreground stuff. I still haven't even done the eyeball coloring. Yes. So you're talking about a soldering iron. Soldering irons are useful and great, but the ones with the interchangeable wire tips are always superior. They're gonna be a tiny bit more expensive, but not by much. And you get a whole system that you can interchange bits and stuff like that. It's way more worth it. I started on a soldering iron, so I can attest for both. Definitely prefer this. Why we brand soldering irons as wood burners nowadays, I don't know. You can burn wood, but it's not really the best thing for it. Is there a string around the handle? Not yet. Are you talking about on the piece or on this guy? Because right there's a little a ring, but right now I just have it looped. I don't have a string on it yet. I was actually thinking about adding a chain just because I got chain there. I have I don't know if I have any examples, but I have like this keychain thing, so I might do a chain. have it look kind of like steampunky. I guess it's not steampunk, but you know what I mean. Mm. Oh, why is there string around the handle of this? Oh, just as a grip. It looked prettier once upon a time. But not anymore. Yeah, it's sad that they've let laser cutters in the competition. But I mean, I can feel that. I can attest to that because I've kind of made my wood burning into a slight business of sorts. So it does sometimes become a chore, but it's still something. If it's something you love to do, you're gonna enjoy doing it at the end of the day. So hopefully you can get back to that. Yeah, I need to add more string or something because the front's nice and bound, but the back is unwinding. Just meant as a nice grip. Kind of a slow stream today. May not be on here super long. I gotta go grocery shopping anyway. How many hours go into each piece and what's the average pricing? Pieces can take anywhere from an hour for these tiny guys up to like 20, 15. Like this guy will probably take 10 to 15 hours. My usual time can be up to like 20 sometimes, but I have taken up to like almost 30 on a piece. So it really depends. And prices go anywhere from $15 for the small guys up to like this guy will probably be about 190, $100. And as it goes bigger and more depth, like this guy's I think like 140, 150 on the website. But I have up to like almost 300 for detail worth. I still try to stay pretty reasonable for right now until I go crazy with the designs. But we'll see. Have I made one of a snail? I have. They're pretty old though. I don't know if I still have them. They might have sold by now. I'd have to look through my collection. Yeah, no, I definitely think they do undersell themselves. I mean, you have to think about how much time it goes into it. And yes, you're having fun, so it's something you also have to keep in mind. It's a hobby. It's also not a chore. If it's something you enjoy, you technically shouldn't charge as much. But if you're trying to do something with it and make it a business, then yeah, you got to make it business worthy. Like I'm not trying to make it a business, but if it does, I'd be overjoyed. Just because I have very limited career paths for my future due to my disabilities. So this would be a fun one to be able to accomplish. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, all the designs are one of a kind. I just kind of come up with them on the spot. I never really use references, so that's probably why they look pretty unique, is they're just not really based off anything. Yeah, no, we almost hit 4K on on YouTube. We're almost at 10K on TikTok. TikTok's going down the drain though. We got confirmed it's going dark on March of 2016, 2026, sorry. 2016, whatever. My brain's gone. But TikTok's going dark March of next year. So my whole TikTok count's gonna be gone. That 10K we just got. So we gotta build up the YouTube. It's quite literally what it means. It's the app might still be there, but you won't be able to access it because the servers are down. So it's gone dark. It'll just you'll open the app up and it'll just be black. Basically means they're trying to phase it out and trying to get you off the app because they're going to be making a new TikTok. I really appreciate that, Red Nose. Honestly, retention's very important. So if you watch the whole video, it really does help the algorithm. I realize this knee doesn't have a little line on him. There we go. Yeah, I love YouTube, so I'll happily grow a channel here. The only thing I've noticed is people are slightly mean on YouTube. It's like the old Xbox game chat. What's up, John? I see. I remember you for all the wrong reasons, John. People do. I mean, I don't know if they have too much confidence. I mean, confidence is important, as long as it's not arrogance. I don't think there's too much there's such thing as too much confidence. I definitely think there's a thing as too much arrogance. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of rude people in the comments and stuff. So many rude people. I never started getting hate comments until I came to YouTube. Do I like oysters? Yeah, sure. I like most seafood. I appreciate it, John. Hey, welcome in, all support. Now we got the regulars. Almost at the end of the stream here. Specifically raw. You eat raw oyster. Is that safe? I didn't know if that was safe. No, I mean, we're not wrapping it up for this second. It's just we're already like 40 minutes in. I gotta go shopping soon, so. Gotta go adult. Didn't know that. I mean, I know certain fish are safe, yeah, like sushi. I just didn't know you could eat raw oysters. My only problem with oysters, clams, all that kind of stuff is when you eat them, half the time you get sand in your mouth. Like the amount of time I've eaten a clam or oyster that was fully cleaned, cooked, all that kind of stuff, it's because they eat sand. They eat sand, and you get sand in your mouth when you eat oysters. They don't eat sand. They eat the stuff off the sand. But they eat the sand to eat the stuff off the sand. Crab is also delicious. I have a love-hate relationship with crab because I love the taste of crab, but I also love crabs, like the animal. Well, obviously, they're the same thing. But point being, I feel bad and I feel like I can't eat them because I just love crabs so much. I feel the same with crawfish. It's like you're killing a whole animal for a tiny bit of meat, dude. At least eat something with more meat. That's why I don't eat octopus either. Well, octopus has a lot of meat, but octopus are too smart to eat. Well, the problem with crawfish is basically the only thing you can eat in a crawfish is the tail, and so basically you're wasting most of the creature just to eat the tail. It's very frustrating. It's kind of like lobsters. I mean, lobsters have at least a bit more meat, but it's like you're killing the whole animal just for a tiny bit of him and then wasting the rest of it. You love eating raw octopus. I mean, as long as you're not doing the whole live octopus thing, whatever. But I love octopus. They're one of my favorite animals. I know it's a cultural thing, but I, I, I'm not a fan of the whole live octopus thing in general. We should never eat live animals. Would I ever wood burn an octopus? I mean, I kind of have. There's so many things I have that have like tentacles that could be an octopus. I mean, is this not an octopus of sorts? I have one I just posted today on the shorts. That is very octopus-like. Tentacles are kind of my forte. I love Cthulhu things, so I love the sea too. So I do a lot of sea stuff. Like this is a jellyfish. I mean, this one's called Man of War. I used to have an anglerfish piece. Actually, I did two anglerfish pieces. They sold so quickly. I should probably do another one. Yeah, no, I feel like that would do good if I did another anglerfish piece. Well, hello, cat. I miss having a cat. Cats are so fun. Yep, that's a male cat for you. If he's not neutered, that'll make it worse. So I worked in vet care for a while, so I know a lot about vet medicine. Yeah, but even some cats, if they like spraying, they're just gonna spray. I like spewing animal knowledge. I have a lot of it. I've watched hundreds of hours of documentaries and stuff like that. I'm an animal fanatic. Yep, sometimes cats do that. Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. Hey, at least a male cat that urinates too much is better than a male cat that doesn't urinate enough. Because that's a medical problem. Male cats that have urination problems can actually lead to death. Hey, welcome in, Dead Inside. I'm not going to be going for too much longer here. We're actually at the end here. Yeah, no, a male cat that can't urinate is like a literal medical emergency. If it was a female, that's not the case. But a male cat, medical emergency. No worries, we'll see when I'm on. You're all good, guys. You don't got to catch everyone. I appreciate you guys showing up. I mean, we may have another stream in this guy. We'll see. You think your cat has worms? Dewormer is really cheap, and if it's a young cat, it's not unlikely. Or if it goes outside. If it is an outdoor cat, or if it's a young cat, it's almost guaranteed that it's gonna have worms at some time. Because that's just very common. But you need to get that figured out. 5 months old, yeah, probably has worms. So basically, young kittens, if you ever notice that a lot of kittens have really big bellies, it's because of worms. Quite literally, most kittens, if you don't get them dewormed, will get worms. So you need to deworm your cat. I know it's gross, but cats just regularly get them as babies. Yeah, basically it'll malnutriate them. It'll make it so that the worms are getting all the nutrients and that they will starve. But it takes a lot. You usually notice a lot of decay, like physical ailments, before you actually see a problem with the cat. So it's pretty obvious that something's wrong. Big distended belly. But I am not a medical professional. Do not act on anything I am saying exactly, because I am not a doctor. I just happen to know quite a bit. Yeah, I have opinions about outdoor cats. No shade to you or whoever had the outdoor cat. I just really don't like outdoor cats. For a multitude of reasons. Devastation on local ecosystems. She got a cockroach today. You got a hunter. Yeah, it definitely happens. If you have outdoor animals, they're a lot more likely to pass away in random events. I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to shade anyone who has outdoor animals. You also have to keep in mind what if your cat's a killer and will go out there and just kill species for no reason, it's going to decimate the natural ecosystem. Feral cats are like one of the biggest problems to native ecosystems. I mean, no shame here, but I guess the real question is, why do you have a cockroach in your house? It's still not good to do that. I understand the sentiment, but even if the animal's sick, you don't know the disease you could be giving your cat by letting it eat an animal like that. Oh no, you gave him lunch meat instead. Okay, sorry, I read that wrong. You did everything right then. But yeah, no, you. It's like I have snakes, and if I were to have a mouse die in my house or something like that, I would absolutely not want to feed that dead snake or dead mouse to my snake because I could be introducing so many diseases. Like if you have pet spiders, it's recommended you don't just feed them random things you find in your house. Sorry, I misunderstood. I just read your message wrong. I'm not usually as opinionated, but man, when you get me on animals, I have many opinions about animals because I am very passionate about them. Gotta love a well-behaved cat. Single throw-up's not a problem. If it keeps happening, that is. Dogs will make themselves vomit on purpose sometimes. You ever see your dog eating grass? That's usually why they're doing that. Yeah, no, cats are very different. Some cats don't do nothing. Your cat knows how to use an elevator. Like, does he press the buttons or does he just know that it goes up? You, his room is on the third floor. What do you have, a kitty elevator? We have a normal elevator. So why is her room on the third floor, but yours isn't? You said her room is on the third floor. So it made me think that the cat was on the third floor and you're on the first floor or something. The cat's got the penthouse suite. Begrudgingly, I've watched quite a bit of Supernatural. I had a ex-partner that was really into it. It's a good show, just not my vibe. I can get the appeal, I just doesn't appeal to me. I did not see. I haven't even seen Squid Game season 2 yet. I really like season 1, but season 1 also made me feel icky. So it's like, I don't know. It's like watching Black Mirror. It's like, do I want to watch that? Do I want to feel like garbage after watching something? I'm sure it's not really that bad. Please don't spoil it if anyone has seen it. But I don't know. Sometimes I don't want to sit down to watch a show and feel like garbage afterwards. I mean, it's not weird. Some people like that pain. The problem is I live in chronic pain, so if I feel like that, I feel like extra bad. So it's just, I don't know. It's pretty bad. Morning, Star Droplet. We're actually about to wrap up here. We just hit an hour, so we've been on for a little bit. Yeah, no worries. We should be back on tomorrow if you want to catch it. If you guys aren't subbed, then you can drop a sub and you should be notified. I appreciate it, guys, but I gotta go do adult activities. Well, that sounded wrong. I gotta go be an adult and get groceries and do errands. I don't mean anything weird by that. I meant to quite literally be an adult. Yeah, I know. I couldn't have said that any worse. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. So I think I'll wrap it up. If you guys want to support me, I have my Patreon and my Etsy down in the description. Yeah, no, I really should watch what I say more. It's too early for this. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow. If you want to catch it, definitely drop a sub. I got my Etsy and my Patreon down in the description if you want to support me. And yeah, I'm gonna go do totally, you know, not weird adult activities, apparently. Anyways, I'll have to cut out the end of this or some shit for the VOD. See you guys. Have a good day.